Welcome back. Joining us today, Heather Arnt, owner of Red Door Pediatric Therapy.
Hi there.
Today we're going to be talking about helping your kids handle holiday stress. Good morning.
Good morning.
I would imagine the first thing is to not run around yourself like your hair's on fire.
That's my point number 3. Exactly. We could jump to that right away. I think decreasing your own anxiety about the holiday and all of sort of the expectations you have for it is your best bet to decreasing the anxiety of your kids and family. I think when we go into something sort of with big expectations and big behaviors, then that's what we get from our kids too.
And that wouldn't just be, and I'm kind of getting off topic here, but that's not just for holiday stress.
That's for life.
But that's for life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're dealing with an emergency at home, say there's a kitchen fire or something like that, if you're freaking out, your kids are going to freak out too.
Yeah.
So.
You can't always control your emotions for everything that happens, but for when it comes to the holidays, that's something that you can control.
You really can, and I think focus, on the experience and the time. That's always the thing that you realize in hindsight. Like, I wish I would have dialed it down about how my, turkey cheese ball turned out, and really spent some time with the people and really dialed down my expectations so that I could have enjoyed it more. Because if I would have enjoyed it more, everybody would have enjoyed it more.
Right. Like I have a particular memory of stringing popcorn to put on the tree. That wasn't high tech, and it was a pretty low key thing, and yet I remember it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you say decrease expectations to a child, just it's another day type thing. It's just another season. We're going to have fun. We're going to do this, but this isn't going to change the world.
I mostly mean decrease expectations for yourself. I think that as moms especially, we go into the holiday season with a really high set of expectations for ourselves. And I think there are lots of contributing factors. Our own sort of intrinsic motivation to have a lovely time. Things that we see as we look at recipes on Pinterest, there legitimately is a cheese ball that is shaped like a turkey with like vegetable feathers. I can't pull that off. And the Christmas cards we get where everybody's in matching jammies. There are a lot of kids, unless you wash them, cut the tags out, wear them 6 times, they're not going to put them on for you. And so just dialing down our expectations for ourselves really can lead to a much happier holiday. I think if you involve your kids in the process of the holiday, involve your kids in, we're going to set out a dessert tray, you make it look how you want it to look, with the idea that if they, in doing that, spill on the tablecloth, is the holiday ruined? Not so much.
And if it doesn't look perfect, doesn't matter.
Exactly. That was one of my points. Is it good enough? Great. Let that be your new mantra. Is it good enough? That's what we're going for.
Now, what do you think of the idea of handing the kid the toy catalog and saying, just circle what you want?
Well, I don't know. I think it's fun to have a wish list, certainly. And I think you can easily go off of that wish list to get an idea of what your child's interested this year. And I think dial down the expectations as well of that when you make a wish list, you're not going to get everything on your wish list.
Kind of the key, right?
Yeah, it's a wish list, and kind of coming up with the language behind that too.
Back to the adults, I think so often, not necessarily perfection as the goal, but I think sometimes as adults, we feel almost an obligation or an expectation from other people that we have to meet. Not only does dinner have to be perfect, it's got to be on time. The gift, did I get the right gift? What if, just we set ourselves up to fail so much during the holiday season.
We really do, and it's like a weird time to prove how well behaved and great your kids are.
Yeah.
But at the same token, it's an unreasonable expectation. At no other time do you expect your kids to sit at the table for an hour and behave and be conversational. That's not how mealtime works.
Right.
I think a lot of families have picky eaters, and so I think it's unreasonable to assume that on that day, for the foods that we bring out, often once or twice a year, that's the day they're going to be like, I am down with this green bean casserole. Don't pick that battle. Don't pick that battle.
Right.
Don't make a separate meal.
Best Jell-O salad I have ever had.
Or Grandma brings the cranberry relish, and so you want the kids to eat it because you don't want to hurt her feelings.
Right.
You just have to say right off the bat, my kids are not going to eat that.
Yeah, phrase it however you want, or say you can sure put a little on your plate. No pressure. If you don't care for it, that's how it goes. I sure appreciate you putting it on your plate, or something like that. But I think that taking sort of this season to prove how bright and shiny your kids are is a recipe for disaster.
Yes.
Is it something that you want to sit down and talk to your children about going into the holidays? Here's what we're planning on doing. We're going to go to Grandma's, I'd like you to try everything. If If you don't like it, that's fine. You know, don't scoop 8 scoops into your plate, but if you want to try, I mean, should a conversation
I think for
happen?
all kids, even kids that really benefit from sort of a routine, I think all kids are used to a pretty specific routine. And so indicating, here's what we're going to do, here's how we think it's going to go, here's where we're going to spend our time, here's what's on the menu, all of those are really great ways to sort of prepare your kids for that. And then expect the unexpected. And sort of figure out how you're going to mind the gap between what happened and your reaction to it, so that you're prepared for sort of some of the unexpected as well. I think we can all, you know, sort of put our best laid plans. It never goes how you think it's going to go.
Sure.
So then it's up to us as adults to figure out how we're going to react to that.
All right. Well, tell people how to get in touch with you in case they have more questions.
You can sure reach us at reddoorpediatric.com. You can give us a call on the phone. At any time, we offer a free screen for all of our services, which are speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and counseling services, both in Bismarck and Minot.
All right, Heather, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.